we are here in Edinburgh and we're continuing from where we left off last time, which was that most of the railways are operating as expected, with the exception of one track failure in Edinburgh, one in Inverkeithing, and one in Thornton? No, there's a signal failure at Redford, and there was another track circuit failure somewhere else. Where the devil was it? Here it is. Yes. So, next to West Calder. So those are issues that are ongoing. The major disruptive issue was the track circuit failure at Haymarket TMD, which has now been resolved, thankfully. So we have removed the isolation from all of those, and the biggest thing that we've been doing so far has been trying to deal with this, with the manufacturing of this train, 1M16. So 1M16 for Edinburgh Waverley Youth. So I think it's doing its own thing. So let's take the pause off for a start. So 1M6, yeah, okay. So they're joining trains, and yeah, there's a wee car there, and everything else is going all right. So everything, yeah, not much to talk about really. Everything is going pretty much as expected. So what we'll do for just now, and just now only, we will pump up that there speedy boy. 1M16 has finished joining, that's good. It's finished dividing, which is also good. And we've got a telephone call, so let's put this back into... Okay, fine. So we've got 7B96. You're waiting at a red signal. So where was 7B96 98 last seen? Was last seen at Monkton Hall Junction. Monkton Hall being down this way. So yes, you're there. So you're waiting to go to Cockenzie Power Station, so we'll give you a slot to go to Cockenzie Power Station, and once that's issued we will get you moving. So we will tell the driver if he would very kindly wait 2 minutes for a signal and then phone back. And then we've got the depot, Craigentinny Depot, is got a class 90 for us ready to go to Edinburgh Waverley to join onto the front of 1M16. So we're going to okay that, and that's all fine and good. So this is 1M16 here, and it's waiting for that joining train. Stop to Edinburgh Waverley. So there's an OM16 somewhere that I'm not all too sure where. I want to view its timetable, just see where it is. Okay, so it's going to go to MR2. Wait, is it the one that we've already got at MR2? No. That's 5B01, which is here. And it's waiting for the joining train. For the Fort William Day coaches. Right, okay. So basically we're trying to get these trains all nice and set up for their day shift. I'm going to make this train ARS because it isn't the right platform now. Train OM16-1 is waiting at red signal EP6. Okay. So I don't know what I don't know what signal this is. It stopped at Edinburgh Waverley. So where was it? Let's find out. So it was Edinburgh Waverley platform 11, and it's waiting to go to Edinburgh Waverley East, and then the Carlton Tunnel reverse, and then Edinburgh Waverley 5. So if I take this, send it to here, and this to here, does this give me what we're looking for? Because it says to go to the east, it doesn't necessarily say for it to go into the manned tunnels and back. Oh, we'll see if that's done anything. We'll come back to it. Okay, so what we're waiting for, OM16 dash. Oh, okay, hang on. 90. Ah, okay, so it's been 2 minutes now. Hang on. Have we been given a slot for Cockenzie? We have, so we can send that train down to Cockenzie. That resolves that particular issue. This train that's waiting to go into Leith Docks, there's nothing waiting to come out of Leith Docks, so we'll fire that train into Leith Docks, get that out of our hair. OM16-1 has not. I wish there was a way of being able to tell what signals they are, because to me, who is not particularly informed, I don't know what the signals are. Let me try putting it into here. Call on route set from signal to the rear. Ah, yes, okay, right, that's fine. Nothing else is moving in Edinburgh TRS, so I'm okay doing that. 30 seconds approach locking. Oh, track circuit failure detected in Grant House. Okay, that's fine. If I go to show, list permissions given. No. Oh yeah, okay. I don't particularly want that overview. Timetable. Okay. Control panel, no, this is a thing for, yeah, there's multiplayer, what am I doing? Timetable, right, okay. If we go to options and display, is there a way of how it puts panel signals? Show red, green for control signal and grey for all others. No, that's not what we want. Okay, so there is absolutely no way of finding out. Call on route set from signal in the rear. But it's not. Oh, yeah, no, it is. You're right. Okay, that would explain why that might not be working so well. Alright. Let's actually then try that again. Subroute walked in the opposite direction. Let's... Has that shut him up? No. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, let's cancel this, and we'll just cancel this. We'll take the 30 seconds hit, and then we'll find out what we're doing. So the key problem here is that I don't know what the signals are, and I've got no way of finding out what the signals are. I don't think. Hang on, let me do something off screen for a second. What signal did we say it was? Ep.623. Okay, this isn't being particularly helpful for us. So let's just look at Edinburgh. Right, so level crossings, no, sub-area details, is this what we're looking for? Or manual index, let's see if we can't find it. So that's definitely not the right one. So let's try our initial idea of having the train come into Calton Hill and seeing if that'll get it to behave itself. No, call on route set from the signal in the rear. Because it says it's on platform 11, and if it is on platform 11, then the train that's platform 10... God, it's annoying. Okay. Let's see if we can't get any information. god. Okay. Edinburgh. Here we go. Right. Overview. Up and down locks, level crossing. Yeah, okay, one train more. Yeah, no, okay. No, okay. It has no way of showing what what the signals are. So it tells you that you're stuck at a signal, but you've got absolutely no idea what that signal happens to be. Call on route set from signal in the rear. I've got absolutely no idea what. So all the shunting signals are off. Actually, no, it's that one. That was the issue. Right, okay, okay. Now then, we can do this. And does that help us? That's the question. So he stopped at signal EP. Now I had the phone. Craig and Tinney. I think I've been wasting my time. I'm thinking of, so there is an OM16 waiting at Edinburgh Waverley. Okay, let's cancel this and remake this TRS. Okay, yeah, so there was a thing there, but there is also an OM16 based at Craig and Tinney who is waiting to come on out of its station. So we'll give him a green light for just now and see what happens to him. So he's now going to route find, hopefully into the right place. So he wants to go to Edinburgh Waverley platform 20, which is currently clear, so that's fine. And then he's going to go to the Mand Tunnel reverse, which is W, the W tunnel. So we'll bring him down into here, and then he's going to go back to merge with 1M16. Right, okay. We're getting there, slowly and surely. Grant House. There was a track circuit failure. Where the hell is Grant House? Grant House. It's one of these things that I know that I've seen it, I just can't remember where. The only trains that are moving are down south, so I would expect, yeah, Grant House is here, and the tracks that's the track circuit failure here. Got a phone call from the technician who's telling us that the mid-Calder interlocking area track circuit failure has now been fixed, which is fine and dandy. Okay, this train's going to take a little bit of time to move through, so we're going to pick us up to 5 times normal speed. We'll watch this just yeet its way through. Actually, let's just go full speed for now. So basically it's going to warp its way through. We've got one train that's arrived at Miller Hill. Okay, let's go back to normal. So you are going to be waiting for permission to go back into 1M16 here. So that will be you achieving that. We've got a new train that's arrived at Miller Hill, so it's left Miller Hill on a journey down south of Edinburgh. So we've got no problems with that at all. That is doing what it's supposed to do, and we've not really got anything else moving on the map. OM16 has... Okay, it's going 15 minutes late, so that's no problem at all. I'm still concerned as to where exactly this OM16 is, because it just says Edinburgh Waverley. And I know what it has to do. Actually, what does it have to do? Right click, timetable, edit timetable, location list. So it's going to MR2 to join up with 5B01. Okay, so this is the one that's going to be coming into here. No, not there. To here to join up with this train. What's OP16 doing? Okay, because oh god, this is confusing. Right, okay. So this train is now waiting for right of way, and it's got right, okay. Fine. This is all finally starting to come together, thanks to Giddy Goose for that. Okay, so you are waiting for it's OM16, which is wanting to go to MR2, so it's going to need to come down into here. Do you not want to work? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right, okay, so the permission to move has now been given. So OM16 and 1M16 are now hooking up to each other. OM16, the other one, has now left this train and should be coming down here. And then it's to go to MR2, so it's going to hook up to the front of this train. St. Germain's barriers are down, so I need to authorize that signal, which is now done. So that's going to light up green across the board for 6M15. This train here is OM16, so I'm going to interpose OM16. That's fine. Oh, if I literally typed OM, yeah, okay, interpose 0M16. Manual route to be set. That's fine. So if I click on it now, it's going to show that it's going to go to MR2 to join up with 5B01, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to give that the relevant authorization, and that should be that sorted. There then should be another engine coming off of this train here, and it's going to go down to join OB16 and do some magic. Some shit. Because 5B01's waiting for the joining train, that's fine. OM16, so this one is moving. Okay, right, fine. Yeah, I'm just curious as to what this train is waiting on here. But I don't really care. So for the moment, everything that should be moving is moving, and everything that shouldn't be moving isn't. So let's go ahead and pump up that hot spicy rate of travel. So we'll just have a wee look at this. So 1M16's finished, join it. Oh, hang on, F3, back to this. Okay, so yeah, so these two have finished doing what they need to do. Train 6E18 is waiting at a red signal. Ah, yes. 6E18 will be waiting at a red signal. That's fine. So the reason that this signal is red is because of the track circuit failure that we got reported earlier. But we can see that leading up to that track circuit failure, the next piece of track is completely clear. So I'm going to give permission to pass this signal at danger. And he is 6E18. So he's now authorized to pass that signal at danger, so he's going to move into this section, and then he's going to come to a stop, and he's going to have to phone me again for permission to go through the damaged piece of track. That's fine. We've got a new train, 6E16, which is entered at Monkton Hall. And it's also bombing it down to Englandshire. So that's all fine and dandy. So what are these trains doing now that they've finished their magic? So OM16 is dropping coaches at Edinburgh, Waverley. Wait, what was this one? Waiting for right of way. Ah, okay, so this train I think has taken some time. Oh, track circuit failure. So there's another track circuit failure in Grant House. Great, that place is a shit show today. Yikes. Alright, fine. So, what I want to do is I want to... there's no easy option to view timetable, so you just have to do this. So, it is now departing 1:45, which is now. So I'm going to give it... where is it going after this? Is it Haymarket 3 or Haymarket 2 or Haymarket 4 is what I need to know. It's going to Haymarket 4, so that's nice and straightforward. So we're going to give it permission to go into the Mound tunnels, which hasn't worked. Why has it not worked? Click, click. Yeah, okay, here we go. Right, so it's going to go through here, and then it's going to go straight onwards to Haymarket 4. Call on route set from a single signal in the rear. That's not true though, is it? Yeah. So the ARS has screwed up a little bit because you interpose should be 1M16. So 1M16 is not in fact duplicated in the area. Oh, hang on. Interpose 1M16-2. Edinburgh Wave. So yeah, this is the right one. Off-plans path. So Slateford, Mid Calder, and Carstairs. No, okay, it's right. So we can cancel this signal, and we will make this train ARS. Train cannot be made ARS. Why not? Oh god, I do hope I've not buggered this all the way up. Okay, this train, it wants to go down here, but it won't let it because there's an on-call signal set from the rear. I wonder if that's that one. So if I now unset this, if we free up that signal, we should be able to maneuver. Oh, but we'll find out in a minute. Technician is reporting that the Inverkeithing track circuit failure has now been fixed. So after literally an everlast episode of getting nothing done, the technician's finally got the finger out a little bit. That's good. 6E18 is coming up dust up. Now, what's the second Grant House failure? I wonder if it's here. No? I'm unsure. No doubt we'll find out soon. Okay, fine. So this has now been reset, although you've still got a path for some reason. Okay, fine. God, this is so annoying. Why does it keep giving me this? So you're now moving. Timetable, signaling options. So it's currently running 2 minutes late because it's playing silly buggers with me. It's on the right path because, you know, it's gone from Edinburgh Waverley. So if we delete it, so if we say, all right, okay, I think it's maybe because I've had to interpose it. So let's delete this. Actually, no, because that's for this current one, isn't it? So it should be this one. So pop up ARS information. Yeah, so Haymarket 4. So once it gets to Haymarket 4, okay, it's once again lost its ARS information. Interpose 1M16-2. And now it's on the right path. Happy the feck days. Okay. So we can clear this, and once this is done, we should now be able to... Well, we can't until the on-call signal is cleared. That's fine. Waiting for right of way at Edinburgh is this train at MR2. Where's it going? Timetable options. Edit timetable. It's going to Edinburgh Waverley PC1. Yeah. So it's going to PC1, so let's go ahead and just bring it into the tunnel to reverse. 6E80. So you're at the signal. Now we know for a fact that that was the next signal, that next train through that little passage of track. So we know that there is no trains in its interlocking area. Well, the track circuit area anyway. So basically, yeah, the last train that went through that area is already on the way down to England. So I'm confident enough to bet his life on it, that there is no train there. So I'm going to authorize him to go through. The barriers at St. Germain's are lowering because 6E18 is coming past Preston Pans. barriers are down, so I will authorize it to be clear, so that lights up the board. Okay. So if we come back to this one, this is now okay. Now it has set its paths appropriately. So 1M16 has successfully been dispatched. 5B01 is... That's not 5B01, this is the problem. This is... Is this 5B01? 5B... Yeah, 5B01's not on the map, so this is OM16. Somehow. And it's 2 class 67s, and it's waiting to go into route, no route between selected signals. No, you're quite right. You're quite right. 5B01 is routed off planned path. I don't know if that's strictly true because edit timetable, location list, Carlton Tunnel reverse, and then PC1 to join on with. Okay, yeah, no, so that's right. So this train will be going down there. Okay. See, you've got to keep an eye on the automatic route setting, otherwise it's gonna do funny things with you. So this train is not 5B01, it's OM16-2, but I'm loath to change it because of that tomfoolery we just witnessed with 1M16. It is now, it's done its Haymarket journey and is now continuing its journey down south. But yeah, it was a bit annoying. And so the reason for this is, the reason that we had quite a lot of tomfoolery there was trains coming from the north of Scotland. So what happens is they come from up north, come down from Inverness into Aberdeen, south into Tayside, south into Fife. They come all the way down Fife, across the Forth Bridge, into Edinburgh, good and proper. And for trains that are stopping at Edinburgh on their way down south, if it's an East Coast mainline train, then it simply pulls into the station here, and then you come out and you go all the way south to the border, and you go down the East Coast mainline, which is serves London King's Cross, I believe. Whereas that train was going to London Euston, which is, I believe, a West Coast mainline train. So the train, it was Inverness to London Euston. So what happens is the trains still come down from the north, so it's come all the way into Edinburgh. But the train with the engine on the front and the carriages at the back is sitting facing the way that's going to eventually go south. But it can't go this way. It actually needs to come all the way back and then go down the line to the south, which is where 1M16 is currently going. And in order to have an effective, the driver to have a good sight of where he's going, he needs to be facing the way he's going. So he needs to do a little bit of a maneuver that we did there, which is where they go around the front of the train and come on the other side. We had a bit of a tomfoolery going on with the fact that several trains were merging their carriages into one and splitting off some carriages to take elsewhere for another train for a different time. But yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Okay. So I'm just going to jot this down. So we know that once OB16 and OM16-2 have merged, they will be OM16-3. So I just want to keep a note of that because for my own sanity. Okay, 5E16 is going to be fast approaching the track circuit failures here. yeah, so 6E16 is going to be heading down there. So I think this part of the track circuit has failed as well, so I need to wait for 6E18 to get on the other side of the junctions at Grant House before I can start reassigning it its operations protocol. Okay, so you, I'm going to interpose you as OM16-3, because that is what that is. Actually, yeah, it's a good point. You might be stopped at another red light. 6E18. No, yeah, 6E18 is waiting at a red signal. That's fine. Okay, so 6E18. So we're going to authorize that one through, because once again, the only other train has long gone. So even though there's 2 sections of track failure, there's no junctions, there's no safety argument for us to kind of be concerned about. So I'm happy enough just to let him come all the way through there. This is going to become annoying, actually, because I'm gonna I'm gonna have to have 3 phone calls with every driver. 4 phone calls? No, it should just be 3, because they're gonna come to this red light and stop and phone me, and then they're gonna come to this red light and stop and phone me, and then I've got 2 track circuit failures, and they're gonna get to this one, which will still be under the failure. So anyway, it'll be annoying until it's done. Nows. Herd of cows is waiting to cross at Nows. Who's moving cows at 2 AM? I mean, I know farmers are keen, but come on. Anyway, I don't know where Nows is. I do know it's a telephone one, hence why we've got the telephone. So... Nows. Oh, it's right here. Nows is currently safe to cross. Currently. Herd of cows waiting to cross, safe to cross. So 1M16 will get there, but it's all the way up in Long Nidri at the minute. Just in case it does get there, I'm going to put a reminder. Oh, actually, I didn't consider this one, 1SO1. That one's much closer. So I'm going to put a reminder on this. Actually, I might just put an isolation on this for now. Oh, is it E I have to... Yeah, okay, so it's E I have to do for now. So the farmer will call me back when I have to now take all the things I put on off. Yeah, so basically I have now disabled this crossing here. So no trains can cross it, and I have basically blocked the line at Nose until the farmer says he is clear of the level crossing. He's got plenty of time until this train gets down, but I don't think he's got that much time until he gets to, until 6SO1 gets to Nose. It's really hard to tell distance in this kind of represented diagram, because I mean there's not an even scale on this at all. So for example, what we're seeing here from the Scottish border, track circuit failure in Dalmeny. Okay, fine, that actually might be a problem, but we'll cross that bridge in a second. Let's just pause this. Yeah, so Wallyford is in East Lothian. What? 10-15 miles outside of Edinburgh, and the distance between, you know, the Scottish border and Wallyford, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's you know, it's a good hour's drive at least. So you know, you're talking 60 to 60, 80, maybe even up to 100 miles. I honestly don't like. You know, the distance as a crow's fly is probably you know, 60 miles odd, but the railway does, you know, a big long loop up and around the east coast. So you know, it's a, you know, let's say ballpark roughly around 100 miles is what is covered on this screen here. Whereas if you look at this, so this is the St Margaret's Tunnels, just outside of Abbey Hill. There used to be a train station here, and then this is Haymarket Station here. So this screen, the same area of screen space, covers a mile or two. So gauging distance is very hard. So hence why I've put that protection in place. And we did have a phone call, so it's a technician saying that the Edinburgh circuit failure has been fixed. That's fine. But there's a new one in Dalmeny, and that might cause me issues. Yeah, okay, this does cause me lots of issues, actually. Oh, this is a problem. So basically, the setup here is you've got Dalmeny train station, and that goes almost immediately into the Forth Rail Bridge, which is here. Now, thankfully, the Forth Rail Bridge and Dalmeny station is bidirectional, so I cannot use the so it splits off into 4 tracks here. And there's an up yard and a down yard, but for just the normal lines, I now cannot use either of those 2 lines nor this set of points here. So any train that's going to be coming, the up line isn't going to be affected because any train coming this way is going to be unlikely, or in fact, there's no way it can be going up that way. So that's not going to be affected. But trains coming into Dalmeny on the down line going north, that's a confusing metric, but whatever, that's going to cause problems. So basically, whether they're coming from Winchborough or Edinburgh Airport, I don't want them to go beyond their respective signals here because I'm going to have to manually divert them. So I'm going to put a reminder on all of these. So basically the automatic route setting is not going to be able to set anything past this signal. I will have to do it manually, which isn't too much of a problem, like I said, because the fourth bridge is bidirectional, so this isn't too bad. You might be wondering what the airport tripwire is. It's a pretty interesting thing. Because the railway that goes past Edinburgh Airport, the planes come down quite low, and there is a concern that if a plane comes down unusually low, then part of the plane might be below the height of a train, and so they could strike. And so there's actually a big tripwire that goes across the railway on the entrance to the runway at Edinburgh Airport. So if a plane does go too low, it breaks that tripwire, and that sends an emergency signal to all of these signals here and instantly reds them to stop any train from entering it. Which seems a bit strange to me because, like, you know, a plane landing is a few seconds affair, so, like, yeah, obviously there is a risk there, but you would think that, like, you know, if the tripwire breaks and there isn't a train there, then, you know, it's okay. Because the plane's, like, landed straight away. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, we've got a new phone call. What be that? It's 6E18 again. Ah, yes, okay. So it's lost its... Okay. So it's 6E18-2. That's fine. So I want to wait for this to move just a little bit, and there's a reason for it. Actually, in the meantime, the nose crossing is now clear again, so I can lift... Clicking on the wrong thing. I can lift my restrictions over the nose junction. So once this train gets moving again... So one thing track circuit failures do is they make trains forget their route setting information. So once a train goes through a problem child area with a track circuit failure, there's the other track circuit failure, you have to reset their route information. So as soon as the train starts getting underway again and crosses the signal, it is moving, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, hang on. So this is it. So interpose, and the train is 6E18, and it was on route edition 2. So it's now back, and we can cancel this. Fine. And we're going to have to do the same fun with 6M15, which is about to enter the area. Cool, happy days. Technician reports that the signal failure at Redford is fixed. So that's fine. We can deal with that. Cool. Cool, so for the moment, until that phone call comes in, everything is currently moving. So 1M16, that bastard child of a train, is now about to go into Carstairs, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Which is good. Not sure why this line's slightly broken, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. I believe everything else is going smoothly. So there's nothing moving in Fife at all. Yeah, other than 1M16, there's literally nothing moving on the west/north side of Edinburgh at all. It's all east/south. So let's go ahead and speed up time until we get that phone call that we know is coming. We know it's coming. There we go. There it is. Okay, so 6M15 is authorized to pass the signal at danger, because we know that there's nothing in front of it. So authorized to pass signal at danger, 6M16. 15. Okay, so he's authorized. That's fine. Train OM13 is throwing a tizzy at us. OM16-3. I keep doing that. I keep just looking at the last number and assuming the rest. So he's going into Craig and Tinney Junction, which is fine by me. So we'll put it up that way. So its manual route has been set as far as this, and it should be able to ARS the rest, methinks. Yeah, it'll ARS itself, so that's fine. That's fine. And then Craig and Tinney's here, so it'll just divert itself into Craig and Tinney. It was 3 minutes late as a result, but that's fine. Normally you get a TRTS request, so you kind of know it's coming, but yeah, that didn't happen. That's fine. Okay. Will it direct itself into Craig and Tinney? What Craig and Tinney? Oh, it's going to Craig and Tinney Junction, but not necessarily Craig and Tinney. What is your full route? Because it is just 3 carriages. Pop-up ARS information. So it's going to Miller Hill Depot. It's not going to Craig and Tinney siding, so that's fine. Oh, hi. Right, so this is just going to be a pain in the trumpet, so let's just put it on warp speed for now. St. Germain's is down. You authorized pass signal at danger, 6M15. Oh, track circuit failure detected in Preston Pans. Okay. 15. Okay, right. Let's do this. Okay, 6E16 is also cleared to pass its signal at danger, and the reason I say that, 6E16. Okay, so the track this has now been fixed. So actually, hang on, so he's been given a thing. So the technician is saying that the Grant House is fixed. Trans circuit failure in Grant House. Oh yeah, this is the Grant House one, of course. Yeah, so that's now been fixed, so I don't have to worry about 6E16. There's a bit of a delay caused there. That's not too much of a problem. We do have a track circuit failure in Preston Pans, which I believe is this bad boy right here. So that's fine. We know now to watch out for that. Again, it's not covering any junctions. It is covering St. Germain's. That could be a problem. However, there are no trains coming up from England, so it'll currently be at least an hour until this becomes an issue. So we'll dispatch our engineer. So the Grant House engineer is going to go fix that. Probably the Dalmeny engineer. Not Dalmeny. We had a signal failure near here. Yeah, they can travel up and fix that, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And yeah, we don't have any new trains moving about the place, so we'll go ahead and fire up the Tommy boy. So yeah, okay, so delays were caused by the Grant House signal failure, but it is now advancing. And everything else in my railway network is looking okay. Yeah, 6E16 is working roughly to time. It's only 6M15 that's been significantly delayed. Track circuit failure in Haymarket. This actually could be a problem. Let's have a little examination of it. Haymarket. Ah, that's not bad actually. I can work with that easy enough. I should be able to. Let's just do a quick yeah, oh no, you should be this one, shouldn't you? Points locked normal by another route. Yeah, we've still got full control of the junction, so this track circuit is inconsequential, really. Yeah. That's fine, and again, nothing is moving, so don't have any problems there. So let's go ahead and jam up the speed to maximum and see what trouble we can't find ourselves in. Do 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 do. Oh, hang on, we got a phone call. So let's eat this. Depot control. Haymarket TMD up is got class 158 and class 170 coupled together. I didn't think their couplings were compatible, but anyway, apparently they are. Okay, it's ready, and the Haymarket junction one's been fixed. So it wants to go to Haymarket platform 1 and then onwards to Edinburgh Waverley platform 14, which is currently nice and empty for this train here, TRTS for 42-1. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Haymarket down. So that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Can you? 14's up here. Yeah, okay. I believe this one wants to go to the depot. Yeah, Haymarket TMD. So let's let this train get into Waverley first, because it's going to want to come into platform 14 here. So we'll just route this in. Yeet. No, I need to do no. I need to get this one to here. Why is this not working? You are going to platform 14, aren't you? Yeah, so you're going via X. So you need to get up to X. But it doesn't want to go. Does it not want to go because I have to maybe do it to this one? Yes, okay. Fine. So that's going to be 5B42. Yeah, wait 5 minutes for a signal to clear and then give me a call back, please. So again, this is another operating procedure problem, I guess, in that you've got this train which says it's 2B14, but actually that was the train that arrived. The train that it is now is 5B42. If I look at the train thing, you can see that there is no 2B14 anymore. It just simply doesn't exist. So yes, this train is going to quickly move through the Haymarket area and get to platform 14 ahead of the working day for it, and then we will be free to get 5B42 into Haymarket TMD. What platform? You're by Haymarket 2. So yeah, nice and simple path. Basically the reverse path that 5K21 is taking. Fine. This isn't an issue. All the barriers here are doing stuff. Cool. Right. So we're just gonna bring the game up to speed a bit until 5K21 puts a sock in it, which it now has. So you're now clear to come down into Haymarket platform 2, so this train can now move and do its stuff. We've now got a new train entered. It's 1S25-1. Oh no. No. We didn't want that. Oh. So this is one of the biggest fears. Right, okay. Let's interpose. Your real designation is 5B42-1. Okay, so we've now got a points failure. So once again, we are looking at a major diversion being put in place. So once again, for the second time in this godforsaken series, Haymarket's platform 1 and 2 are now completely inaccessible to trains. Thank God it's 3 o'clock in the morning and there's no commuters going about the place. So this isn't going to affect this train really. I'm just going to have to take it off its planned path, that's all. There is a route between the selected signals. Oh no, do I have to put you to, hang on. Yeah, so he's gonna have an adverse change of signal, so that's fine. I don't have any control about that because I've got no way of steering this train otherwise. Okay, so right, we're now going to have to put in some reminders in place. So we'll do one reminder here and one reminder here, because anything coming out of these platforms coming up here, we will need to route upwards into the south lines. These are the north lines. And similarly, I need to be able to route anything going into Haymarket via this way. So I want to set a reminder on... Okay, nothing can come in this way. I want to set one reminder here so nothing will pathfind into this. And yeah, we'll set a reminder on this one, and this one, and that should be assorted. So that shouldn't be an issue. 5B42 is going to be complaining that he received an adverse change of signal, so we're going to get him to put in a complaint to his managerman. Cannot overset a different route. Bitch, I can and will. Make train non-ERS. And gonna cancel that. Right, okay. So we're gonna take him off his planned path. No, I've done it again. I've done the same goddamn thing again. Right, okay, yeah. Thankfully, he should still be complaining to his manager, so, you know, that's good. Anyway, it's not going to be long until I have to deal with this, so I'm going to request a Haymarket TMD slot for 5B42, and that'll give him permission to enter the yard. So once the approach locking is done, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking him from the mound up into the north down line. and then bring it across to Haymarket platform 4 instead of platform 2, and then it should just be a clear run for him to get down into Haymarket TMD. So that is now an option for us. So we're going to manually route set this. I really wish this wasn't a thing. Can I? No route set from signal. Call on route set from a signal in the rear. That's fine. Such a piashaff of a thing. Okay, so once we can get through this signal, this train isn't going to be affected with where it's going. Fine. Okay. New signal. What we got? 4B42. Reporting an adverse. Yeah. No. Please continue. Oh, so yeah, so this is the flashing points, and as I said, there's a kind of unofficial system in my books for dealing with stuff. So signal failures are fine because you only have to deal with 2 phone calls from drivers to say that I'm at a red signal, can I go through it? You can check the track circuit, and yes, you are fine to go through it, and then they'll do the same for the unlit signal, am I fine to go through it or not? You've got track circuit failures, which is kind of further down that order, and this is going to be him complaining he's not going the way he thinks. Oh no, this is Oxwell Mains. He's waiting at the up end. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so track circuit failures are the next worst, because you're not always going to be able to accurately tell if there's a train there or not. That's the definition of a track circuit failure. And if it's not obvious, so when we've been dealing with the track circuit failures down at Grant House, we know what trains we've sent down that way, and we know that they've been well clear for hours on end, and that's not an issue. But in other cases, when the lines start getting busier, you don't always know that, and so you have to then potentially start using the ask the driver to examine the line, which is quite literally where they get out of their train, walk to the next signal, visually check with their eyes to see that it's safe to go, and then they go. But it's a delay, but it's less severe than a points failure. Which is, you know, I've now got 2 platforms of the second biggest train station in Edinburgh that are completely unusable. Can I authorize this now? No, I need to wait for him to finish. Okay, now I can. No, it's not set from the rear. Look, it cleared itself. It's not there anymore. Good golly gosh, why is this such a problem, child? Call on route set from signal in the rear. But it's not. There's literally no signal set to the rear of this train. Now we can do it. Okay, we just had to wait for the train to stop apparently, but that's fine. Slot's been given, so it'll now manoeuvre its way there. 6H51 is at Oxwell Mains, and where does it want to go? It wants to go to Monkton Hall Junction, so we'll give it permission to go onto the main line, and that's all we have to really do with it for a while. If it's going to Monkton Hall, it might have to... Yeah, it's going to cross this track circuit failure, which is going to be a bit of a problem because it's where the level crossing is. So it's going to require just a wee bite of finesse in order to deal with it. But finesse that I don't think we're going to worry about on this, on the rest of this video, because I think we've probably done enough for today. So this has been SimSig, the railway simulator, and yeah. I think we're just starting to sell back into life on the railways and all of the problems that come with trying to manage railways in Britain. But yeah, it's not so bad. So yeah, for just now, we'll say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.